Hey guys, Brian with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana on Monday, January 9th. It is my third child, my oldest daughter's birthday, so happy birthday to Maggie. Shout out to her. I am here today on the Lucan Nation Network bringing you guys the PWCC weekly top 100 auction recap. We're looking at all the basketball cards and all the basketball card wax that sold last night on the PWCC weekly auction Sunday night. And let's not waste any time. Let's get you guys cranking. If you're watching this on the Lucan Nation Network and you haven't subscribed or hit the like button on these videos or hit the bell icon for notifications, go ahead and do it. Get it over with, because this video is coming to you every single Monday so you guys can keep your fingers on the pulse of what is going on in the basketball card hobby. I am also operating with one hand here. I had surgery on Friday. Got a little burning, a little pain in my left elbow, trying to fix a little bit of a torn ligament there. Long story. I'll talk about it on my Cajun Cardboard YouTube channel, which is a good time to remind you. Go ahead and subscribe to that as well. Let's get going. Here we go. Top 96 cards. Card number 96, Shai Gilgeous Alexander, hot as a firecracker, somehow still willing his G League Thunder team to wins in the NBA. Serial number to 75. This PSA 10 sold for $16.80. Let's look up Dennis Rodman. Let's see what the Worm's doing. This is the Worm's 1988 Fleer rookie card. It sold for $1,680 last night. For some reason, the sales aren't up in card ladder yet, but that's about what the card sold for last. You can see there's a little bit of undulating going on here. It's a Pop 237 card. Over the last 3 months, the card's actually up 18%, which I think is a good sign for the hobby. Over the last 6 months, it's down 18%. Again, just remember your starting point and ending point, but the last one sold for $17.70. This one sells for $16.80, so in the neighborhood. I think, if I'm not mistaken, from having just scrolled through the top 100 real quick, there's a couple of different variations of this 2007 Kobe where he's going up and under to the other side of the basket. This is the X Fractor, serial numbered to 50, PSA 8. It sold for $17.10. Kobe Ultimate Signatures Autograph, $17.10. A Spencer Dinwiddie, wait a second, that's not Spencer Dinwiddie, that's Wilt Chamberlain. That is Wilt the Dipper. Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain, and this is his Mira Tutto Sport I Campionissimi. I'm assuming that's Italian. I didn't take it and I don't speak it. This is a PSA 3, but it's got a PWCC E sticker for eye appeal, and I'll be honest, that's like the greatest looking 3 I've ever seen in my entire life. Unless the card is not supposed to be yellow or something. But that's a really good centering, really good eye appeal for a 3. That's bonkers. That maybe deserved a 5% sticker. This Wilt PSA 3 sells for $1,710. There's a Zion card where he is lovingly, thoughtfully, and just heartfelt caressing the basketball just off of his right facial cheek. And this is the Fast Break Blue. We probably had some concerns about Zion after he agreed to pose like this in the photo shoot, but he has quelled all of those fears and showed that he is an absolute stud in the NBA. $1,800 for this Fast Break Blue. Those were serial numbered only to 50, unlike the Prism Fast Break, which is serial numbered to 175, which we'll talk about a little bit coming up. But this BGS 10 is a Pop 2, sells for $1,800. Never seen this card. It's a 2003 Topps Chrome LeBron PSA 9, sells for $1,800. We won't look it up. We'll check out the 10 in a second. And then, believe it or not, here's a one-of-one masterpiece, Zion. One-of-one masterpiece, true one-of-one. It's a 2020 Elite Signatures Black. It is a sticker auto, I'm almost certain. And it is from Panini Elite, sells for $1,830 in the original casing. This is a Giannis Silver Select rookie card, BGS 9.5, Quad Gem, $1,830. That seems low to me. Back then, Select was very Select. It wasn't like Select is now, where they printed it, to the end of the earth and back. Back then, Select Silver was a pretty rare card. This BGS 9.5 sells for only $1,830. I didn't look it up on Card Ladder. There's too much juicy goodness coming up to waste time on that. And plus, it takes me forever to type with one hand. I'm henpecking, and it's slowing me down. So I'm not going to look up quite as many cards as normal on Card Ladder. We got a 2020 Steph validating marks gold serial number to 10, 1860. A Bill Russell exquisite collection enshrinements autograph. What an autograph that is. 1860. And then a Steph Contenders gold PSA 7, 1890. 2013 Spectra Blue Giannis patch autograph. It is a sticker. BGS 9, 1920 for that card. What about a sort of, well, I guess it is a color match. I don't know what other color would be the color match for the Timberwolves, but this Prism Blue, serial number to 199, Anthony Edwards, BGS 9.5. It's a minimum gem with a 9 for centering. Sells for $2,010. We've got another foreign card. So we saw the Dinwiddie down below, the Dinwiddie Wilt, and now we're looking at a really cool looking Jordan card. I don't know anything about it, but some of my Jordan foreign card collecting friends certainly will. This is his 1988 Basket 16, or 16 if you're counting. Las Estrellas de la NBA, NBA, PSA 7. 2100 for this card. It's a pop 2. Get this, it's a pop 2 in PSA 7, and there's only 2 graded higher. So that lets you know this is one of the more rare foreign cards out there. I don't know if it's a sticker. It may or may not be. I'm not sure. Maybe somebody can comment below and let us know if it's a card or a sticker. I've never seen this card, but it's a pretty cool looking card if you ask me. Again, Zion, Caressing, Loving, Dragon, 2190. This is a Eurobasket, Euro League from 2016, sort of a Luka Doncic pre-rookie card when he was 9 years old, playing with grown men in La Liga, playing for, this is his Euro League card, so it wasn't from La Liga, but he was playing with Real Madrid, playing with the multicolored ball here. 2190 for this rainbow. Remember, there's a regular, I think, and then there's this rainbow foil. Let's look that card up. Here it is. Believe it or not, and again, Card Ladder doesn't have these in there. So this sold for $21.90, and the last one sold for $21.25. So it's kind of right on the number. But look how far this card has fallen just since November, which is odd because in that time, Giannis has gone 50, 50, 40 a couple times, like probably 6 or 7 triple doubles. He had a 60, 21, 10 triple double that was barely, oddly enough and ironically enough, overshadowed by Donovan Mitchell's 71, 11, and 7 or something stupid. But 5,100 the card sold for a couple times here in September and November, and then 6 months later, here we are in January, and the card sells for around 2,100. It's only a pop 97 card, but down 60% over the last 6 months. That's surprising to me. Because I thought we were sort of approaching the bottom of the Doncic market for sure. It's almost like a comparison between cards coming down generally and the economy sucking, and Doncic doing everything that you could ever ask of any player in the NBA and willing his team into the top half of the Western Conference. So it's a weird dichotomy there, kind of competing factors. What about this? 2 in a row for $21.90. 2013 Giannis Red, White, Blue Pulsar. Really good-looking card. Back when Red, White, and Blue was actually a good-looking card. I thought I'd look that up. There it is. So this card's been on a steady downward trend. It kind of looks like a flat line at first, but it's not. You got to trust me. It's actually down 20% since September. Despite the fact that, again, just like Doncic, Giannis is squarely in that MVP conversation. 3,200, 3,050, 2,850, 2,717, 2,550, and then last night, 2,190 twice. So down, 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 down. Somebody's picked these cards up for very, very cheap in PSA 10 condition. What about the Kobe 1999 Hoops Decade Retrospection Collection Parallel? Never in my life have I heard of it. It's serial number to, ironically and inexplicably, 89. If somebody knows why, let me know. I don't know why it would be numbered to 89. Maybe I'm missing something here. 2,220. That seems pretty arbitrary. That looks like a power palette. I don't know if you guys are familiar with those cards from the 90s. There's a card called, there's a Sky View, and then there's another card called a power palette. And this looks just like those cards to me. Maybe there's a story behind it. Comment below if you know something about that Kobe card. Pretty cool card. Neon Orange Pulsar Prism. Just one of the 450,000 different in 2019 select Parallels, 2,250 for that Morant. This one is numbered to only 13. Beautiful, beautiful. I love the immaculate RPAs. And this is a Nike tag, patch auto premium. Serial number to 3. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doing his thing. SGA, 2,250 for that. That's a pop 1 in PSA 7, none higher. Big Game James comes in from 1986 Fleer, repping 1986 Fleer, and you're going to see a lot of 86 Fleer in this top 100, just like we did last week. We saw last week, for whatever reason, all the 86 Fleer did gangbusters. It was phenomenal. Everything was up and trending up. Not so much the case in this one. You're just going to have to take my word for it. This Big Game James rookie PSA 10 sells for $2,340. Purple and gold snakeskin. This is an LSU colored card if I've ever seen one. Horrible with the teal and kind of orangish Grizzlies uniform. Not a great color match there. It's probably the opposite of a color match. 2,370 for this Morant. That's a serial number to 20 card. Here is one of the oddest pairings in the history of the world. RJ Barrett, who has decided he is going to be an NBA player and actually be pretty decent, paired on the same card, on-card auto with Kobe Bryant. This card is a BGS 9. It's a pop 3. There's only 5 graded higher. It sells for $2,520. It's a BGS 9 with a 9 for the auto. A flawless Donovan Mitchell vertical. This is the Ruby Parallel PSA 9 auto 10. Serial number to 15 sells for $2,520. The LeBron EX, one of those acetate see-through cards. It's a really, really good looking card in hand. And LeBron actually, for the first time ever, looked young in this picture. You remember in high school, we thought the dude was like 45 years old because he looked like a damn grown man when he was a senior in high school. But somehow they took a time machine and made LeBron look young again. So on this 2003 EX, that's a 2,520 card. It's a mixed gem with 2 10s and 1 9. Interesting subgrades there. Tiger Stripe 9 Zion, 2640. Gold Mosaic. Before Mosaic was a standalone product, it was sort of an offshoot parallel product within the Prism product. And this was a Prism Mosaic Gold autograph, serial number to 10, PSA 10, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 2640 for that card. That seems pretty cheap to me, guys. I don't know. I don't own the card. I don't own any Shai Gilgeous-Alexander cards to the best of my knowledge, but that seems pretty cheap to me. 2004 Finest Blue. These were serial numbered to 50. BGS 10 copy here, 2760 for that LeBron. These are the types of LeBrons that I've sort of bought into. 04, 05, 06 colored refractors. 12, 13, 14, 15 colored Prism LeBrons. I like the move in those markets. Just my 2 cents. 1986 Fleer Irving sticker, 2760 in PSA 10. That's a crazy low pop. All the stickers in PSA 10 are very low pop. If you were ever considering chasing the sticker set, or the 86 Fleer set generally, I can't imagine there will ever be a better time than now. Although, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we haven't seen the bottom yet. Unopened, sealed 1986 Fleer, PSA 8 wax pack, 2760. Of course, the question on these is always which card's showing on the front, which card's showing on the back, so we can figure out what cards are actually in the pack. No indication here on the listing itself. Maybe that means there's no bangers in there. 2018 Blue Ice Shai Gilgeous-Alexander 2880, a pretty heavy SGA flavor to our top 100 so far. These Blue Ice were numbered to 199, and again, poor man's color match, light blue, dark blue, whatever. I think it's a color match and a good looking card. Remember the cool thing about, well, not the cool thing, but the not so cool thing about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's 2018 rookie cards is that they're all missing the rookie shield, which sucks because he's a really important rookie from that 2018 class, which was so loaded with Trey and Doncic and those guys. But this Blue Ice sells for $2,880, and this seems to me to be woefully underpriced. I don't know if the market's just sleeping. I don't get it. Maybe it's because Tatum overshadows him. And again, Tatum has taken a massive step forward, but this is a BGS 8.5 Jaylen Brown true RPA from National Treasures, and it sells for $2,880. That to me seems way too cheap. I don't own the card. I don't have any high-end Jaylen Browns left. I think I've got some rookies that I've sent to consignment to be sold, but this seems cheap for this card. Honestly, I probably would have looked at this card for $2,880 had I paid more attention and not been in such tunnel vision buying Jordans right now. or getting surgery. This is a Kaboom LeBron from way early, 2014 Excalibur 2880 for that 8.5 LeBron. And then, for instance, like, look, Tyler Hero is a good player. Don't get me wrong. Tyler Hero can't hold Jaylen Brown's jock. They're not in the same conversation. And the Tyler Hero PSA 9 patch auto sells here for $3,000 more than the Jaylen Brown BGS 8.5. And to me, that's just nuts to me. I don't know. That's just nuts to me. Comment below. Let me know what you think. Here we are. I alluded to this earlier. This is another parallel of that 2007 Topps Chrome Kobe, serial number to 199. This is the orange refractor, and it's a PSA 10. $3,000 for that card. The Ewing sticker, $3,120. Again, a lot of these Fleer stickers did a little bit below their last sale. This Ewing is also a low pop sticker from that set. That insert set. Another Shai Gilgeous-Alexander Tiger Stripe PSA 10. Which would you rather? The Blue Ice serial number to 199, which is sort of a color match for 2880, or the Tiger Stripe 3360. I guess it depends on how pet friendly you are. This is a Giannis Flawless 2017 serial number to 25 horizontal 3-color patch auto 3360. A Jordan PSA 9 sticker, 2 Jordan PSA 9 stickers, 3360, one sold for 3480. A Yamarant, I said yeah. Oh my God. A Ja Morant 2019 Prism Pulsar. These were only serial numbered to 35. It's in an SGC 9.5 slab. Sells for 3480. The checklist, for those of you not familiar with the 86 Fleer set, the checklist is a biatch to find in PSA 10 condition and one of the lowest pop cards from the 132 card base set. The reason being, people use checklists as checklists. And so kids, myself included, in the 1980s, when we would pick up a Sleepy Floyd card number 34, we'd take a blue ink pen and we'd mark on the checklist and mark it off. And for that reason, people use checklists as checklists, just like people use these stickers as stickers. And so for that reason, these two cards are two of the lower population cards from the 1986 Fleer set when they're in PSA 10 condition, because so many of them were taken out of the market, either being checked as a checklist or being slapped on your Trapper Keeper. If you don't know what a Trapper Keeper is, I'm jealous because that means you're young. Go Google it. But people would put these stickers on their backpacks and their Trapper Keepers and their face and their hands and whatever books they had. Back then we had actual books in school, and the books had book covers, and you would oftentimes put stickers on your book covers. But here's an 86 Fleer Magic Johnson PSA 10 3480, a Zion Spectra rookie jersey auto wave. That's a cool looking card, to be quite honest with you. I've always liked Spectra. I don't think the market is 100% sold on the Spectra product for whatever reason. 3600 for this Zion. It is numbered to an arbitrary number 39. Another Ewing, if you wanted to pick up the Ewing pairing, his rookie year card, PSA 10, and his rookie sticker, you could have done it in one single auction for $6,700 or about $6,700 or something like that. That's pretty impressive and pretty interesting. You could have cornered the market and really solidified your Patrick Ewing rookie card collection. A 7.5 Jordan does $3,720. Again, going back to the fact that Jaylen Brown sold for, what did we say, $2,880, and Josh Giddey and RJ Barrett are going to sit here and sell for $3,840. Someone please talk some sense into me. Maybe I'm nuts, but the odds of either one of these guys ever being remotely the player that Jaylen Brown is seems remote to me. I do like the flashes I see of Josh Giddey, and I know this is going to be a weird comp because usually when people comp players, they comp them based on what they look like rather than what they play like. But Josh Giddey reminds me a little bit of a young Rajon Rondo, the way he plays. Yes, I know he's white and Australian and has some kind of weird hair. And Rondo's a really lengthy, explosive, athletic black point guard that played for the Celtics. So they look nothing alike, but neither one can shoot. They both see the floor incredibly well. Rondo probably a little more elite on the defensive end, but Giddey's a little bit better rebounder. Just a big-ass, strong point guard. I like Giddey, but he's not Jaylen Brown. It doesn't make sense why his card would sell for more than Jaylen Brown. I know it's a 9.5 copy, and I know it's a badass patch. Maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. Who are you buying between Jaylen Brown, Josh Giddey, and RJ Barrett? Obviously, Barrett and Giddey especially have a little more meat left on the bone, right, to accomplish things in the NBA. And Jaylen Brown is in his, 17, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, seventh year in the NBA. So he's probably, just shy of halfway through his NBA career. And Giddey and Barrett are just getting started, but interesting the prices for some of these RPAs. On the same line, we've got a Luka Doncic 1010 certified potential autograph, which is a pop 1 card. Give me that over any other card on this row. And then we've got a 101 masterpiece vinyl insert playing the numbers game. These gold vinyl are very, very popular amongst collectors in the ultra modern world. $38.40 for that. So 4 cards that sell for $38.40. 4 very different cards here. This is it's an insert for Ja. It is his rookie, but it's a rookie insert. So is it a rookie card or not? I don't know. It doesn't have the rookie shield. Does that matter? I don't know. But I'm taking the Doncic out of all of the cards on this row just because he's Doncic. Incredible Incredible SGC 9 with a 10 for the auto. Bill Russell 3960. Sticker Neek 4080. A Bird Exquisite Collection from 2005 limited logos. These cards were numbered to only 50, and it's a pop 5 in this BGS 9.5 condition. 4200 for that card. More Shai Gilgeous-Alexander rookie cards without the rookie shield. This is his 2018 Prism Mojo PSA 10. Only a pop 8 card. It's serial number to 25, of course. 4,320. If you wanted to dip into the Shai market and you're truly a believer and you think that one day they're going to surround him with talent and Chet's going to come back and Giddey's going to develop and Lugens Dort is not going to shank somebody in a dark alley somewhere and he's going to keep playing, if you're a believer in SGA, you could have done some damage in this auction. Let me tell you, with some really cool Prism parallels going all the way back to the blue ice. I think we saw a purple at the very bottom. We've seen the Mojo. We saw the gold mosaic autograph. Lots of SGA action. Is that people trying to get out of SGA while they think the timing is right? I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about SGA as a player in the short term and the long term. The Doncic silver rookie signatures, not the base, but the silver. 4,440 for this Min Gem BGS 9.5, a horizontal Trae Young patch auto ruby, serial number to 15. Great looking patch right there. 4,440. The Hakeem Olajuwon rookie card, PSA 10. This is always my best example when people are comparing prices of modern prospects. Witness the Trae Young next to him compared to Olajuwon. Trae Young, in his wildest dreams, could never, in a million, trillion, zillion careers, ever accomplish what Hakeem Olajuwon accomplished, and yet this random flawless ruby parallel, not graded, sells for the same as the Hakeem Olajuwon rookie card in PSA 10 condition. 4440, 4440. Just one of the great dichotomies in the hobby. And yes, I get it. People love to watch their prospects play, and that's exciting. And I completely understand it, and I get it. It's just not the way I'm going to approach the hobby. I'm taking the Hakeem Olajuwon over the random flawless Trae Young. We've got an Anthony Edwards Panini 1-in-1 downtown. Really good looking card here. He's starting to flourish. He's really taken that step forward this year. LaMelo Ball is actually playing really well in complete obscurity because Charlotte is in a race to win the Wemby sweepstakes. But 45.60 for this Panini 1-in-1 downtown. So now here's another thing. I'm gonna throw this out there and let you guys comment and tell the Luka Nation Network what you think. This is clearly an insert card. We know that. Nobody's going to argue that. Downtown's an insert, but it's got a rookie shield on it. Are inserts now rookie cards? Because they weren't, and then they were, and then they weren't, and now they are, or are they? I don't know. Let me know if this is an Anthony Edwards rookie card. Is it a rookie card because it's got the rookie shield on it? Is it not a rookie card despite the rookie shield because it's an insert? What camp are you guys in? Are these inserts rookie cards? Are blank slates rookie cards? Are Kabooms rookie cards when they're the rookie season? Are Downtowns rookie inserts? If we go back to the 90s and we talk about, some Tim Duncan inserts from 1997, are those rookie cards for Tim Duncan? I don't know. I know we've concluded that parallels are, clearly. So if parallels are, why are inserts not? I don't know. I'm kind of split, and it doesn't really matter to me that much, to be quite honest with you. But I'm curious what the hobby thinks about the inserts being rookies or not being rookies. Speaking of, Color Blast is another example. 2020 Spectra Color Blast, LaMelo Ball, BGS 9.5, 4680. VC, Vince Carter, makes an appearance in in his 29th year in the NBA, he played for this Mavericks team when he was a standstill three-point shooter. That's a one-of-one logo, man. So one-of-one masterpiece, 4,800. Congrats to whatever Vince Carter collector picked that up. Vince is just one of the most exciting players I've ever seen play basketball and played during an incredibly collectible era. So lots of great Vince Carter cards out there to be had. This is an orange parallel of the Contenders Optic autograph, Luka Doncic, serial number to 25. It's a Pop 1, 5 graded higher. Sorry, it's a PSA 8. 10 for the auto, 4,800 for that one. Here it is again. This is the white refractor. So the white outsells the orange. That's interesting. So this white's a PSA 10, serial number to 99. It sells for 4,800. I think the orange, I don't want to scroll too far. There it is. The orange, okay, never mind. The orange is serial number to 199. And then the original one that we looked at, I can't remember what it was serial number to, but it was also pretty low, I thought. So a lot of opportunity to build a 2007 Topps Chrome refractor parallel rainbow for Kobe. The white refractor here sells for $4,800. A John Morant Eminence, serial number to 10, RPA, sells for $5,000. Roe Blackman, for those of you not familiar, is one of the lower pop cards from the 1986 Fleer set, and I don't want to assume, but I think that's a Roe Blackman rookie card. And he and Derek Harper formed a very formidable backcourt for the Dallas Mavericks teams in the early to mid 80s. Derek Harper was just a man's man on defense, just a big bull of a man, an awesome big strong guard with crazy big hands that used to just like usher people, usher the offensive player wherever the hell he wanted them. He was just a nasty two-way guard. And Rolando Blackman was sort of his slightly built, streaky, spot-up shooting backcourt mate back in the 80s for some really good Mavericks backcourts. The team didn't ever do anything, but they were a good backcourt to watch. 5,040 for that Roe Blackman PSA 10. 1996 Skybox EX 2000 sealed box. Boy, that would be a really fun rip right there. Even the base cards are gorgeous in that set. If you don't know or are not familiar with the 1996 EX 2000, go look those cards up on eBay or Card Ladder or something like that. They're gorgeous cards. A Giannis Fresh Paint Auto Gold, serial number to 10. It's only a PSA 7, so the grade might have led to the low price, $5,520. Pop 1, none graded higher. So this is the highest graded PSA copy of this Giannis Fresh Paint, and those were on card. That's one thing Court Kings has, is some really cool on-card autographs. Getting near the top, guys. Let's look it up. We got to do it. Actually, I'm going to sneak up here and show you. One LeBron sold for $6,600. One LeBron sold for $5,800. I've got him pulled up somewhere back here. Sorry, I did look some of these cards up. Let's go back real quick. The SGA, a little bit below last sale, $4,560, pretty steady over the last few. There's what Olajuwon rookie card's done over the last 6 months. Pretty steady Eddie, minus 7%. Here's the LeBron PSA 10. So remember, these aren't plugged into Card Ladder yet. This is from 2 days ago, 67.10. And don't look now. Oh my gosh, am I about to say this? The LeBron Topps Chrome base PSA 10 is actually doing pretty well over the last 1 month. We've got 19 data points and it's up almost 23%, and that's a lot of data points. So there's something to work with. Some rose-colored glasses for those of us in the hobby who are watching it plummet. Again, 67.10 is what the last one sold for, and then last night we're split. 6,600, 5,800, so about a 6,400, 6,300 average right there for those two cards. Magic sticker PSA 10 does 5,880. Man, am I glad that I sold my 86 Fleer PSA 10 set when I did. Here's an in-person PSA DNA, PSA 5, 10 for the autos. That's pretty cool for one of the most important cards ever produced. The 1980 Bird Magic rookie card with Doc squeezed right in the middle, 5880 for that one. Prism Purple from Select, BGS 10 does 6,300. A Doncic Immaculate Authentic, no grade for the auto. Pop 1, 2 graded higher, 6,600 for that Doncic rookie card. We have another 2018 Panini Thread. So this is cool. So we got 3 Doncic cards for about the same price. Which one of these is most important? Again, here's that question. This is the Panini Threads. I guess maybe this is a parallel, not so much an insert, but serial number to 10. PSA 10, Pop 2, 6,900 for this card. Really really visually appealing card, like really good looking card, I think. That's just my opinion. Again, I don't have any Threads cards in my whole collection, but I like the look of this card. Right here next to the Color Match 2018 Prism Fast Break Blue, serial number to 175. Remember, Doncic has 3 color matches from 2018 Prism. The Fast Break Blue number to 175, the Blue number to 199, and then the Blue Ice number to, I think, 199, if I'm not mistaken. I might have got that wrong, but I think that's right. So those are your 3 color match options. This is one of them. $7,500 for this Doncic. I think I looked this bad boy up. There it is. The last one sold for $6,550, $7,200, $7,300. So this one actually goes up. So that's a good sign for Doncic collectors out there. This color match Doncic Fast Break Blue is actually up from the last sale. Good looking sale right there for that card. What about the Jordan Slam Can? Yeah, I lost it. Okay, the secret's out. I tried. I was willing to go up or at or near comps, and I really wasn't crazy chasing this card. But $7,500 for this 1996 Skybox Z-Force Slam Cam. Pretty relevant Jordan card from the mid-90s. Really good looking card. There it is on your screen so you can see it up close and personal. It's only a pop 17 and a PSA 10. The last 2 sales have been just shy of $8,000 and then $7,800. This one last night goes for $7,500. I guess I sort of felt like that was kind of where I was going to call it quits. This happened in on November 27th of last year, so a little over a month ago, but dipped a little bit more since then. Color Blast Doncic, not a rookie card. This is his 4th year card from Spectra, PSA 10, Pop 1, $7,800. Bird sticker from 1986 Fleer, PSA 10, $7,800, and I looked him up. The last one sold for $8,700. The one before that, $6,700. So this one's square right in between those 2 last comps right there. The card actually it was doing really well over the last 6 months, plus 18%. $7,300 is where it was back in October. This one sells for $7,800, so it's up even from then. So 86 Fleer having some sending us some mixed messages here in the hobby. Not sure if it's up, if it's down, if it's hit the bottom, if it's still running down. Can't really tell. It's just really hard. I guess it'll sort itself out over the next calendar year. That's a big ass logo patch. I don't know what else to say, and maybe that's why the card's called Massive Materials. That is a massive logo patch. This 1/1 BGS 9 LeBron sells for $8,400. We've got a Topps Chrome PSA 9 Refractor sells for $8,700. Timeless Moments Steph 9,000. And here's the banger. This is the big RPA. It's the true RPA for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Serial number to 99. This one sells for $9,300. So over 3x what the Jaylen Brown sold for. I know the Jaylen Brown is a BGS 8.5, but that's just kind of the comparison tool that we're going to use. We got the Giddey, we got the RJ Barrett, we got the Jaylen, we got the SGA. So some real serious players, some serious prospect RPAs moving in this auction. $9,300 for this SGA, and that is a mixed gem with a 10 for centering and a 9 for edges. Not the greatest patch ever, but not a napkin either. And this is the steal of the draft. The steal of the PWCC weekly auction last night. I don't care what anybody says. This 97 Hoops High Voltage Jordan card sold last night here for $9,300. Stay with me here. The card last sold for $16,580 in August, so about 5 months ago. It was on a extreme upward trend from 14, 15, 6, 15.9, 16.6, and then it dropped last night all the way down to 9,300. So I would clap if I had a left hand that worked. Congrats to whichever buyer picked that up. That is an incredible price. I already own the card in a 9.5, so I didn't need to go chase it in a 10, but damn, that is a really, really good price for a PSA 10 based on recent sales history, in my opinion. Fast break 1/1, John Morant in an SGC 10 holder, $9,900 for that masterpiece. Steph, 6-time All-Star, $9,900. National Treasures personalized. That's a white box 1/1. Thank you to the watcher last week who commented in the comments the distinction between a white box and a black box. So appreciate that distinction. I think One of the boxes comes in the mail when they don't have your redemption. The other one you can get at the National maybe for redemption or something like that. 2018 Donruss Optic Blue. These are only serial numbered to 49. And it is a true, fantastic, beautiful color match, especially with the light blue rated rookie up there. It just really ties in real nicely with the Doncic Blue Mavericks uniform. This card is a Pop 12 in PSA 10. Sold last night for $10,200. I've got it pulled up. There it is. Look at what's going on with this card. Fellas, ladies, $30,000, $44,000. And then it just starts a precipitous drop. 28, 34, 28.8, 14.4, which is a half price discount off the 28.8, right? And that is just in July. And then since then, all the way down here to 10,200. Again, I'm not buying into the ultra modern market. I know it's Doncic. I know it's color match. I know it's serial numbered. I know it's PSA 10. But man, that has got to feel pretty good. And like if you were looking for this card and you're a Doncic collector, you've got to feel really good about that price point to pick that card up for that price, a four-figure price instead of, once a $44,000 card not that long ago. 3 card. This is Upper Deck Premier. It's a Magic, Michael, and LeBron, serial number to 15, 3 sticker autographs. It is a BGS 9. It is a 9 for the autograph, which is a bummer. 10,200 for that one. 3 of the 8 all-time greatest players of all time. Dominique Wilkins, PSA 10 with the PWCC eye appeal sticker, 11,100. What about our 2013 Giannis Green? Let's always check in on that, 11,400. Here we go. The last one sold for $10,500, so that's a step up, right? It's not all the way back to the $14,400 that it sold for in August, but it's good to see it picked up another $1,000 from the last sale in November. So from $10,500 in November up here to $11,400 yesterday on January 8th. Jeff Malone, another. It's actually I think it is the lowest population of the 1986 Fleer cards. I haven't really kept track since I sold my set, but if it's not the lowest, it's the second lowest in the 132 card base set. But this is Jeff Malone. He's actually a really good shooting guard for the Bullets, but also for the Jazz, some of the great Jazz teams from the late 80s. 11,400 for that Jeff Malone. Makes me feel good about what I sold mine for, to be quite honest with you. I did not hit the peak, but I also apparently did not hit the bottom. And then here's the one that really is going to blow your mind. We've seen 86 Fleer in this particular auction sort of settle and not really explode. But wait till I show you what this Isaiah Thomas sticker PSA 10 has done. It sold for $12,600, and here's something you haven't heard in a while. That's the highest it's ever sold for by a huge margin. This is the all-time graph of this card, which is a Pop 40. So a card where only 40 exist in the world has sold 56 times now all time. But going back to 2005, that's the highest this card's ever sold for. There it is on your screen. Isaiah Thomas, he who shall not be named because I can't stand the guy, sells for $12,600 last night. That is probably the only card where we can say with that many data points, it has set an all-time record. So Card Ladder, if you're looking for a Card Ladder headline, there's one for sure that should be at the headline of the headlines. The Isaiah Thomas 86 Fleer sticker in PSA 10 sells for $12,600, $3,000 higher than it's ever sold for. And here we are on Rushmore, top row. And can you get more iconic than 1980 Bird Magic, 1986 Fleer Jordan, and 1984 Star 101? So iconic, iconic, iconic. Not in the highest grade, but in high grade. And then we're going to talk about the LeBron in a second. But let's start with the Bird Magic. It does have the horizontal printing line print defect down there in the bottom right corner. Despite that, it does get a PSA 9. I know sometimes that affects the price of those PSA 9s. Here is where it's at. This card's been all over the place. Again, eye appeals everything. Where the perforations are matters. Whether it has the horizontal print line defect matters. There's just a lot of things on this card that distinguish 9s from 9s, and there's a lot of 9s, but very few 10s. The card last sold for $14,400 on January 1st. This one sells for $12,600. So certainly below the last comp. 12,600 would have been, somewhere in this range, right in here. So do with it what you will. It's a Pop 622, not a rare card, but like I said, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you're probably not picking up the 10 unless you're the CEO of something. Pop 23, it's a $500,000 card, so 9 is the best the rest of us mere mortals can do, and that's where the card's at. It seems like just yesterday I sold mine for right at 20,000 cash in a private deal. It might be time to get back in. I don't know. Got to figure out the bottom. Need some more data to figure out where the bottom is. 86 Fleer Jordan PSA 9. We've seen this card a million times. Let's see what it's doing. Again, up, down, up, down, up, down. Not all 9s are the same. They just matter. The yellow dots you see on these data points are obviously where Card Ladder is indicating that there's a PWCC percentage eye appeal sticker involved, and that usually does affect the price. That's why most of the yellow dots are at or near the tops of these crescendos. This being the only one not at the top, 15.6 for that one. But last one of these PSA 9 sold for $14,560. This one goes for $14,400, so almost exactly what we were expecting. I think we're probably somewhat sort of close to near, maybe almost possibly at the bottom of the Jordan 86 Fleer debacle. It looks like we've got 40 sales over the last 3 months, and despite the fact that it's bouncing like a camel with 9 humps, it's down 1%. So I would say that looks pretty steady Eddie right there. Over the last 6 months, however, down 23%. But if we kind of shorten this to the last 3 months, it looks like we're about where we're going to get. So I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it every month. Every Monday I'll look at that card. So we'll look at that every Monday. And then we look at these cards every Monday as well. The 1984 Star BGS 8. Pretty good looking 8 in my opinion. Got some whitening on that bottom left corner, of course, which is why you're, I would think the corners would be a little bit lower than that, honestly. But edge has got a 7.5, which is kind of surprising. Centering of an 8, surface of a 9. 17,400 for that BGS 8. Here it is on your screen. Over the last 6 months, again, compared to the 86 Fleer, it's about the same, down 25%. 20 sales is no small amount, so we know what we're dealing with here. Over the last 3 months, it looks like it's steadied. The last one sold for 21. This one last night sells for 17.4. So that's going to skew that graph and change that percentage down to 17.4. Actually, 17.4 will be the lowest that the card has sold for in the last 3 months in the last 9 sales. So keep that in mind. Again, the chart was looking very promising, and then last night that card actually did very, very poorly last night. Right there, 17.4. And then the big winner, the $50,000 card in this PWCC weekly auction, is the 2014 Immaculate Collection game used LeBron Logo Man patch. Remember, not an autograph, just a patch, but it is a big juicy patch window. It's serial number to 3. It's a BGS 7.5 with a 9.5 for centering. Edges and corners are what did it in with the 7.5s. This card sells for $50,000. There is one graded higher. I've got it pulled up here in Card Ladder in sales history. Here's the only one that I can find that ever sold. Somebody correct me if this is not the same card, but I think it is. It sold for $4,000. Again, how bad do we wish we had a Cajun time machine to go back and make some better choices, right, with our money? $4,288 it sold for in 2015. Using the Card Ladder index to tie it into other LeBron cards, Card Ladder says it's a $106,000 card. Well, last night it sold for half that, so either Card Ladder is way, way off, and again, let's be fair, trying to figure out what a card is worth today based on what it sold for 8 years ago is a pretty serious stretch and not an easy endeavor. Card Ladder said it should have been about 106 based on the rest of the LeBron index. Sold last night for $50,400. Let me know in the comments what you think. Is that way too much for that LeBron card, or is that not enough? Again, there's a lot of options for $50,400 in this hobby. I don't know how many logo men or how many logo man LeBrons there are out there, but it is a meaningful card, 50 grand. So that's the winner. That's it, guys. Thank you for watching. As always, if you're watching this, you're watching it on the Luca Nation Network. If you watch this long and listen to me yell at the screen for 43 minutes, then take another 4 seconds to go hit the subscribe button and make sure you're subscribed to the Luca Nation Network. We've got some great stuff coming out. Make sure you're subscribed to my Cajun Cardboard YouTube channel if you like NBA basketball, past or present, basketball card collecting or investing, ultra modern, vintage, 90s, everything. Subscribe to the Luca Nation Network. Subscribe to the Cajun Cardboard YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the like button if you like the video. And definitely, we're asking for comments. We love engagement. We love checking the comments. Every single comment goes into our team, and they're all read. They may not be responded to every single one, but every single comment is read. And we appreciate your input. We appreciate any education you can help us by providing it into the comments. Again, if I don't know something about one of these cards that we talked about today, or I say something incorrectly, forgive me. It's a lot to digest. It's a lot to talk about in a 45-minute period. And when I interject, sometimes I may say something that is not correct. So just comment below, correct me, and let's move on, rinse and repeat, and I'll get better week to week for you guys, I promise. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. As always, keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby, and peace.